My name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden. Here is where I empower women to reclaim their authentic power, embrace their inner wisdom, and transform life most challenges. Transitions into profound opportunities for spiritual growth and self-discovery. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Subscribe to the newsletter at Elizabeth Magical Garden, as well as check out my podcast at Elizabeth Magical Garden, which goes live every single Thursday. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, your girl is here. I figure I have a couple of minutes, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go live for a little bit. I haven't been, we haven't been doing the thing on this channel. I've been I've been uploading on my podcast, so be sure to check that out at Elizabeth Magical Garden Podcast. And there are so many things that we're going to get into in this short little bit of time. I know. But guys, welcome back. I pray that all is well, and I pray that all is in great spirits. First of all, I want to say shout out to all my new subscribers. Okay, shout out to all my new subscribers. You guys been rocking. I'm so happy to have you be part of this community. I'm just so excited, and yeah, let's just get into it. So first of all, this is your time, guys. This is your time to win. The year is almost, I know I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but the year is almost up. This is crunch time. I discussed this on my podcast, which is 2027 is the year of winning, guys. This is the time to put on your big girl pants, okay? Because there is no pretending. And one of the things that I've been discussing on my podcast, again, Elizabeth Magical Garden Podcast, is paying your tithes. Guys, let me tell you something. Giving is next to caring, and it goes even further, right? Because when you pay your tithe, when you pay back into the storehouse of God, you are able to receive so much blessings. And I know we live in a world where everything is telling you this, you're getting these, you should do this, you shouldn't do this. And a lot of times people don't like to be told what to do, and that's fine. That's fine, because for a long time I was one of those people. I didn't want to be told what to do. I do what I want to do type of thing. And here's the thing. When you are traveling and you are moving, you usually have to look at a map, right? And if the map tells you to go X, Y, and Z, you follow that map to move forward. And yes, there are shortcuts, but with those shortcuts, you may bump into other obstacles that you didn't really realize that probably will take you longer to get through because you didn't just follow the track. And sometimes that's a good thing. But here's the thing. If you've been living life and it's been handing you lemons, not the good ones, and what you've been doing hasn't been working, is it safe to say that doing what was put before you, trying it, you may not have anything to lose? What do you have to lose? I didn't grow up paying my tithes, guys. I grew up in a church. I was born Catholic. I'm used to putting money in the bucket, and moving it forward. And this is no shade towards my mother. My mother was a giver. My mother opened her home. I see my mother do a lot of great things as I was growing up. But paying your tithes was not one of those things that I seen her do. Where am I going with this? Well, to make a long story short, and be sure to check out the podcast at Elizabeth Magical Garden, I did a whole trilogy on this particular topic because this is how passionate I am and what I believe that can really catapult your life into the next dimension, okay? Because we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. When God when he tells us to do things specifically, I truly believe it's because he's protecting us. This is my belief. I truly believe that there's things that has been put in place because of wisdom. God is wisdom. There are things that we will never know and that we'll never experience that God understands. And he is not a person to go against his word. So if he's telling us to pay into the storehouse, there's a reason why. And yeah, we could get caught up on, oh, they're thieves, the church, this, that, and the third. You could do what you want to do. And my thing is this, that's none of your business, right? When we do things and we put ourselves in a way of giving, whether it's, for me as a church, for you it may be donating to an animal shelter or whatever for you. Anytime you put yourself in a, but we're for the safety, or I should say, for the lack of better words, we're talking about tithing. But I do want to say this: anytime you put yourself in a giving situation, you automatically are a receiver, right? Because the polarity of life is, that's just the way it is. What comes up, what comes down. When you give, you get. And this is why in energy we try to be the best version that we can be of ourselves, so we can get that back. Now, does that always happen exactly the way that we would like it? No, but there is a protection there. And when you pay into the storehouse of God, not only does your cup runneth over, and who doesn't want their cup to be runneth over, especially in this economy? Come on now. You have nothing to lose. You're addicted to Amazon, and you're doing all the things, putting your money to work, understanding what money does and your ability to give. Goes way deeper than just getting money. This goes into your blessings, your family, your lineage, so to speak. And there is so much more. And again, be sure to check out those episodes. I don't put everything that's on my podcast on the podcast episodes. I want to be transparent with that. So be sure. And I'm on Apple, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Heart Radio, I'm on all the things. So be sure to check that out, because there is a whole playlist of this particular topic, because I believe that a lot of people are not aware. It's not so much that you're not a giver, because we are all givers, right? I just don't think that people are aware of why we should do certain things, why we should be in alignment with certain things, especially when we want certain things in our lives. You want to be ready, steady, right? So that's some of the things that I've been discussing on that side. But I want to give you guys a word of encouragement and letting you understand that whatever you are experiencing currently in your life is not by chance. And you might be saying, well, dang, I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this loss. I didn't deserve this treatment. And you are right. You are probably 120% right about that. But here's the thing: experiences create a new version of yourself. Every time you get through a particular obstacle, you are strengthened. It's a new muscle that's being pulled against you. This is why when you pivot, and this is why when you push forward, even when everything is telling you not to, this is why you grow, guys. It's been numerous occasions that I've been confronted with exactly what I'm telling you, right? And what I've had to do is pivot. I had to move forward. I pushed forward, and what helped me outside of prayer, outside of my pushing, and I'm going to say pushing on holding on to my faith, is writing things down, girl. Writing things down, because when you write stuff down, you're able to go back and read the notes. There's something about writing. When you write stuff down, and I'm always telling you guys about writing things down, I write so much that now I'm writing things over and over again as if I'm in kindergarten. You remember when you used to get in trouble and you would have to write like, I will not be late, or I will not talk in class. For me, it was like, I will not talk in class. Hence, look where we at now. But it was like, I will not X, Y, and Z. So they were programming you, right? And the thing is, I spoke more, and I wasn't a person that was late, because my mother was like, we don't do the tardy to the party, okay? My mother was very prompt. My mother was very like militant when it came to timing. But the talking, I was always very talkative, right? Go figure. And they would have me write down over and over again, I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. And all it did was make me talk in class. So what I realized is, subconsciously, and I was always telling you guys, now what I do is I write down that dream over and over again, same sentence, over and over again, same sentence, over and over again. And what this does, it further anchors my ability to dream and conceptualize a life that I know that it's already mine, right? And then you put that together with your faith level, and then you in the challenging that God's character is being asked of when you do pay your tithe, when you do listen to the word, when you feed yourself, right? Because feeding yourself encouraging things is the only way out that muck. Okay, and the muck is the all the things that's around your life, all the things that the loathing, people being angry, people being, impoverished, and it's not their fault because they don't realize how blessed they are. They don't realize that all they have to do is change their mindset. And yeah, it may not change everything instantly, but the way the mind works is when you start to see life from a different perspective, where the mind goes, the body follows. And before you know it, you're living an entirely different life. Guys, when I started this walk, when I look back, it's almost frightening. I'm completely different. I'm completely different. My thought process, the way I move, the things I see, how I envision my life is completely different. All because of the steps I was doing decades ago, right? So it's not too late. It's never too late to start. You can start right now. And I feel like if you are under the sound of my voice and you are listening to me, and you came this close into, I should say, you came to the end because I will be leaving soon. For now, if you came this far, this is your invitation. This is your invitation to move forward and start that business, start that dream, start that thing, start dancing, right? I a couple of years I took on ballet. I'm a ballerina now. You know, start designing, start crafting, right? Start traveling, buy that new home, move house, do the things, do the things. This is your invitation, guys, because I don't believe that things happen by chance. Anyway, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I go live and I upload a video. Again, be sure to check out the podcast at Elizabeth Magical Garden. Be sure to subscribe to that platform as well. I do put up a lot of the things that's on my podcast, not all of it, but a lot of the important ones. Not to say that all of them is not important, but you know what I mean. Be sure to check that out. I would love to have you be privy on that platform because there's a lot of things that's changing. There's a lot of things that's happening on that platform that I definitely want you guys to take part of because you guys been rocking with me from day one. We started on this platform, okay? This Elizabeth Magical Garden. So be sure to check that out, guys. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace.